Hello, hello, and welcome back to In Case of Emergency. I just had some sausage and eggs. I thought I would mention that, because I eat often, I swear. Anyway, wait, wait, what is that? Oh, it's the game. I'm like, I started here. I'll turn up the game audio real quick so you guys can hear it. But like, you hear that like squeak? I don't know. I don't. It like sounded like a squeaky toy to me for a bit. Here, I'll turn the game audio back down. I don't know. It's like I think it's supposed to be birds chirping, but I thought it was like a squeaky toy, and I thought I was going insane. But that it is what it is. We finally left the that one town. We're in the forest, I guess. In the forest, the thick trunks of moss-covered trees stretch towards the sky like fingers from the earth. The air is cool in the shade. The ground smells of fresh leaves and damp dirt. That looks very loud. Here, let me readjust the audio real quick. There we go. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Your mom used to go on hikes when you were kids, so not so much after mom and dad separated. So, anyone know any games to play? What? Like icebreakers? We already know each other. I know a song we can sing. If it starts with a number and rhymes with lots of bottles on the wall, I'd prefer not to. How about I spy with my little eye something that's small, brown, and excuse me, a little too energetic for this time of day. My poop when I don't eat any vegetables? Gross. They sell fiber supplements, you know. Some of them even come in gummy form. I've never seen a Luke willingly eat anything good for him. Once I Once I ate one of my mom's frozen diet dinners. It came with cinnamon peach mush and everything. Only worth 3 points too. These are your friends? Not the pious types, I take it. I could take at least 3 of them in armed combat. Why? Why is that the thought, friend? Chiron, careful! Eh? Remus puts an arm out in front of you, holding your mindless march through the forest. Barely a foot in front of you is a patch of darkness, a small circle of void stuff that lies directly in your path. Remus steps forward to examine it, the leaves crumpling under his boots. This is not the first time I've spotted today. The resolution must truly be viled up to pockmark? Pockmark. What is that even? The land like this. Put your hand in it, kick some leaves into it. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. You push some dried foliage into the hole with a foot. You expected to see the leaves float down into it, into something, but instead they're consumed as soon as they touch the void, like being engulfed by tar. Poke it with a stick. You pick a nearby stick and dip it into the hole, where it meets the void, and the stick disappears into the inky black. When you pull it out, the stick is still intact. Put hand! Something compels you to get closer, as though it's the only choice you have. You crouch down to your heels, excuse me, and brace one hand on the exterior of the hole. This is a bad idea. What are you doing? I do not understand. It's a metaphor for penetration, you know, like trains, missiles, skyscrapers, the sorts. Sorts. Whole fist, go in. You fist the hole. You expect to feel something, cold, pain, anything, but there's no sensation. You try to wiggle your fingers to no avail, it's like your whole hand has disappeared. You pull out your hand in a panic, only to find that it's still attached. The sensation of nothingness recedes as quickly as it appears.
So, have you sated your curiosity?
I think so. One moment, you're standing on solid ground, and the next, the ground disappears from under you. You flail for a grip. Yes. One hand just barely catches the edge of a surface that begins to crumble under your fingers. Everything is dark, and the world has gone silent. Oh. Oh, is this our like first visualization of Chiron? Huh. Okay. You recognize the lifeline under your hand and the dirt and grass where you were standing on moments ago. You've fallen into the void. Okay, stay calm. You know that you're still anchored to the world above by your grip. You're still alive, you know. Oh, okay. I click. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? No response. Something tickles your exposed hand, and you hope that it's one of your friends and not a black widow looking for its partner post coitus. Oh, if this is nothingness, it isn't what it's hyped up to be. Isn't this where people try to come when they meditate? You feel nothing. You feel neither relaxed nor centered as your feet dangle over the abyss. Something scatters across your face, and you taste dirt. You feel yourself losing your grip, clinging on only by the pads of your fingers. Your shoulders burn with effort as your feet swing precariously over the unknown. You cannot stay here. What? What? You brought something into this world, and you lost it in the void. But I mean, we really did, though. The dildo that was supposed to be in my class project, that was an accident, I swear. You must find your lost pride and go home. Yet something tethers you to this place. Your sword hums against your thigh, vibrating in its scabbard. You carry an item forged by the crown. Something pulls at you, like a child tugging on your parent's pant leg. You hear, in the distance, sounds, voices, laughter, and cars? The sound of a city, but it's as though the sounds is being pulled from your ear rather than entering them. You can't hold on any longer. Your fingers slip from the edge, and unmoored from your anchor, you feel your stomach lurch for a moment in freefall. Until something grabs your forearms hard and yanks you upward. Your head breaches the cool forest air of Peregrine, and your feet scramble against dry leaves and twigs to regain your footing. Slipping forward, you nearly crash into the person pulling you up. Wes! Wes catches you against his torso, steadying you with his two hands on your shoulders. Thanks? You try to stand on your own, embarrassed by the physical closeness, but your legs won't obey. When you nearly slump to the ground, Wes helps you sling an arm around his shoulder.
Careful.
You're still breathing hard, shaken up from your experience.
What happened down there?
Nothing. Just nothing. It was dark, and I can't see anything.
That's concerning.
The group keeps walking, the mood noticeably more somber than before. No one knows quite how to broach the conversation, so no one does. You don't fault them. You've hardly even processed it. Maybe you were just imagining things. You fall into the lull of a hike, each foot stepping in front of the other without much thought. You wonder if Remus was right, and the bridge back to Convenience just had stolen your adventure. This feels less like fellowship, and more like an awkward hiking trip that's picking up strays. Before you know it, the sun is setting, and the night air is turning chilly. The mountains, once on the horizon, are now the sloped hills below your feet.
We should think about setting up camp.
I call making the fire.
That's not fair. That's easy for you.
What can I say? I know my strengths. Wes's shield can provide the dish when we eat family style, and you can. Luce makes a vague gesture with his hands. You can do anything else, since you like to pull more than your weight for some reason. It's the closest thing to an olive branch you imagine you'll ever see out of Luke. As you set up a place for sleep for the night, Luke doesn't help. Luke does help out. You all share from your packs of handful of dried meat and nuts. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's filling after a long day of walking. Wes disappears to follow the sound of a creek, and Cedric goes to sit by the fire. Luke plops himself into the corner of the camp, poring over his book. You finally have a chance to catch your breath. The past few days have gone by in a blur. Under most circumstances, the exhaustion would be getting to you, but here you feel stronger than usual. There's only one thing that's been bothering you down here. Your eyes trail towards the bushes where Wes disappeared into, but that has less to do with Peregrine and more to do with its outsiders. From across the camp, Remus pads over to you.
I will scout for an entrance into the mountain's cave. Come find me after you've had a chance to check in with your companions.
He turns on his heels and walks away towards the hills, leaving you and your companions alone. Who do you talk to first? Well, obviously it's Wes. You march deeper into the forest, foliage crunching under your feet. Wes has set up shop by a what is this word? What is burblin? I am the curious. I've never seen this word, or I have and I've forgotten. That's a pretty good, So I'm going to do something I haven't done in quite some time. B-U-R-B-L-I-N-G. Burblin. Burbling. Making a conscious murmuring noise. Okay. Continuous murmuring noise. Violent or unsteady movement of airflow affecting an aircraft. Is there any other definitions? No. Interesting. His pants are rolled up to his knees and he waddles through the water, shield in hand. Hey, how's it going?
Just cleaning my shield. It got dirty earlier in the scuffle.
He frowns as he crouches lower to the water and scrubs at one particular square of dirt. It doesn't seem to come off, even as his forearms flex with the effort. That's really in there. You might need soap for that. There is a tale that soap originated when sacrificial ash and grease mixed downriver, where the people washed their linens. You should tell your friends this. Wes turns to you and raises an eyebrow.
Left my bar at home. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it eventually if I keep at it.
He wets a corner of his shirt and wipes the spot in firm circles, like he's trying to remove a particular tricky stain. Where his shirt lifts from his waistline, you get a view of a fuzzy stomach that contracts with the effort. It doesn't look like he's getting anywhere, though. It's just some dirt. You sure you don't want to do something else?
Yeah, I'm sure.
He doesn't look up as he speaks. He picks up a flat rock that from the stream and brandishes it like a sponge. Hey, can we talk? We haven't really spoken since... Wes pauses, what he's doing. The balance on the edge of the creek. Yeah? Yes. That he's standing in. The water swirling around his ankles and the smooth rocks below.
Okay, what did you want to talk about?
Well, we didn't get to talk at all last night. You just left. What was up with that?
What was there to talk about? People sleep together all the time.
Sure, but what happens afterwards? What now?
Why? What do you want to know?
You know what I want, but you're not sure if you have the guts to say it. I want something more. Do not say this. Oh my god, this is so cringy. Yeah, but it's true. Do you do you know how awkward it is to be the one who cares more in the situation? No, but yeah. You're making a mistake. You have something cool and you're throwing it away. I want something more. Wes sighs, like this ordeal is somehow bothersome for him.
You know I can't.
I'm like, I get it. Like, I do. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to put that out there. Wes nods, his gaze far away.
You know I have other obligations.
It's your turn to nod. I get it. I hear you, but
I'm not sure what you want me to say, Chiron. We had fun, but this is about something bigger than anything one person wants. Oh my god. One person wants. All we can do is take what we get. You can't just live your life doing whatever you want. That's not how the world works.
But isn't that what you already do? Going around, sleeping with whoever you want, and then leaving them?
Who says that's what I want to do?
What are you even talking about? Why are you doing this? Doing it then?
I don't know.
Wes stares at you, eyes wide and seething. You're in the familiar territory of nowhere. Population 2. You're starting to sound like your parents.
I think I need some space.
You know you can't keep living like this. You're going to have to pick a side. Live your life. If all you want to do is have fun, stop hiding behind the excuse of your family. You keep bringing them up, but it's not like you're really doing what they want you to do. Live your life, and stop stringing other people along because you can't make up your mind. Wes shrugs, sighs, and doesn't make eye contact with you. You stand there in silence for a while, but there's apparently nothing to say. Together, you watch the creek trickle by, and the clear water disappearing deeper into the woods where you can't see. You raise a hand in a half-hearted farewell as you turn away from the river. Despite your best efforts to keep your cool, there's a prickling in your eyes. You never could keep it together. Oh. What do you want? Who do you want to talk to next? I mean, Wes again. Cuddle up with the big Tigor. We'll talk to Luke. Luke is set up in the corner of the camp, a gentle floating ball of light hovering over his head like an anglerfish. He pores over a leather-bound book with his bangs falling in front of his eyes, mouth quirking in frustration. Hey, you found your magic book. Luke's brows immediately unfurrows as you approach. Yeah, broke into a bookstore last night. Watch out, because there might be some cops on our tail. You what? Don't worry, man. There's no, forensics team or anything. It's a mystery how crime got solved at all back in the day. In a week or two, they'll burn an unmarried woman in the town hates, maybe stone another to death, and then they'll forget all about it. Remind me why this book was worth stealing again. Well, it was supposed to contain the secrets of the universe. It was supposed to be the magic mapped in an Excel sheet. I was going to use it to create a God mode shield, and nothing would be able to touch me. Do you need more armor? You're already wearing this. It's about the principle of the thing, man. If you know things, you can protect yourself. Magic is knowledge, which is power, which is also sex. Or was it the other way around? You've lost me. Don't worry about it. I think this book is a bust anyway. He slams the book closed, resting its spine in one hand. Palm. Paw. Whatever. It's not what I was looking for. So the sooner we can take care of all this and of the world stuff, the better. You ready? Ready as I'll ever be. I'm good to go whenever you are. His ears twitch in annoyance, clearly thinking about something other than this conversation. After a moment of silence, he clears his throat and smiles, like he's politely waiting for you to leave. All right then. See you. Catch you later. You watch him fiddle with the pages of this book as you leave, and not quite reading, but not able to put the book down either. You hope he finds whatever he's looking for. Okay, I'm going to end the part here. We will talk to Cedric later, and I'll see you guys around.